You men received my instructions in the dressing room. Remember to obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times, men. Touch gloves now, you're boxing at the bell. God bless you both.
Cristiano Ronaldo at ringside, Alexander Usyk behind him, and Tyson Fury straight out to meet Francis Ngannou with a big shot early on.
Yeah, it's a bit surprising, but fighting fire with fire, Tyson Fury. And let's see how he just settles into this contest. I'm expecting just to feel him out with the jab and just box at distance and have a look at his opponent. And Ngannou caught Ngannou there with a good shot.
Yeah, good right hand from Tyson Fury. It's going to be fascinating, based on the fact that he could be facing Alexander Usyk before Christmas, how he goes about this tonight. The one thing he can't do is get any kind of injury. Ngannou's got this big punch, this big sweeping overhand right, and that's the punch that he's going to rely on tonight. 11 stoppages in his 12 wins in UFC, and 9 of them were knockouts in the first 2 rounds. It's the first time he's ever boxed in there in these kind of circumstances. He did have 2 amateur fights in Cameroon way back when. He's had this crash course from Mike Tyson, and now he's got this unbelievable challenge in there. A man that nobody has managed to get the better of as a professional in the world champion, Tyson Fury.
Well, he's obviously listened to Mike Tyson, who's given him a bit of advice in his training. That double jab, Mike Tyson was famous for that double jab, closing the distance down with fast footwork behind that combination, that double jab, and then sending the right hand home. And that's probably what Ngannou's got to do here, because he's got to close the gap. He's got to get to Tyson Fury. How do you do that? You can't do it with a slow jab, a single shot. That's why he's doubling it up. There it is there, look, with his feet in, and that's when he's got to close the gap down to throw his big right hand.
Something like 5 inches in height that Fury's got over Ngannou. The reach is pretty similar. Of course, the experience and the technical ability of the 2 of them could actually be poles apart. Fury said yesterday that this is like the table tennis world champion having a game against Novak Djokovic at Wimbledon, and he said he's got a head the size of a plant pot, Ngannou, so Fury says he shouldn't miss it too often.
It's quite an impressive start, though, from Ngannou, because he's actually thinking about his work, thinking about his approach. And as I say, using that double jab, I think Tyson Fury's expecting him to come forward, just staying on the outside, waiting for Ngannou to try and close that gap down. It hasn't really happened yet, but that's better from Fury.
Brilliant shot from Fury, the first time he's let his overhand right go properly. And it connects with Ngannou, who took it well, and he wants to fire his own one back. There's no shortage of ambition from Ngannou. Both of them fighting fire with fire in this opening round. 2 men with power. Well, there's the bell to end the first round, and a little stare down at the end. Fury fighting tonight, the heaviest he's ever been, 277 pounds, and Ngannou at 272. The maximum weight he could fight at as a UFC fighter was 265. So there are lots of firsts tonight in there for the pair of them. The last time we saw Ngannou in the ring, he was 257 pounds. He's been as heavy as 263, but he's in there with the biggest man he certainly had to fight in any kind of format tonight in Fury.
Well, Ngannou at the moment is boxing the complete opposite to what everyone thought he would do. Everyone thought he would fight, he would start quick, get on that front foot, which he's not doing. He's thinking about his work, and probably, like we said, Tyson Fury is expecting him to come forward, and that isn't happening. But Tyson Fury, we know Tyson can box at range. He's good at mid-range. He's also not bad on the inside also for such a big man. So let's see how this goes.
Fury trying to pop out that left jab, and Ngannou responding with a punch to the body. Now, Fury doesn't want to be in the corner like that, because if he does land this big shot, then that could be the difference maker. And Tyson Fury just having a paw at that eye after Ngannou landed that particular one.
I think the head's come close as well, Fletch, there. So again, Tyson there on the outside there, just throwing these jabs and a few feints because he wants Ngannou to come over the front foot. So now they're both switching southpaw, so they're playing mind games with each other. But at the moment, Ngannou's not taking the bait, so he's not coming forward over his front foot. And that's why Tyson Fury now is trying to make him come. Has he got a slight cut above that right eye, just on the forehead there?
Yeah, we'll have a look. He keeps touching it. That's one thing he can't afford to do tonight if this fight's going to be on the 23rd of December against Alexander Usyk, who's here in the arena with everybody else, it seems, from the world of boxing for this one. There is blood on the forehead of Tyson Fury.
Maybe a graze or a little nick there.
Both of them landed shots there. Fury did say in the build-up that he's walked through Deontay Wilder, so he fully expects to walk through Francis Ngannou, but that might be not something he wants to try too often tonight. It's already, I think, a bit more competitive than we expected it to be. And Ngannou's come in there with a bit of style, a bit of confidence, and he's giving a good account of himself to this point.
Up to this point he is, yeah. Fair play to him. Fury now boxing as a southpaw, and Ngannou has that orthodox, and Ngannou may find it a little bit awkward now with Fury being southpaw. Got to get to him if he can.
So into the third we go. A fight to this point that's been competitive, and now Tyson Fury has some slight damage to his forehead. He's the man with everything to lose in there tonight. Ngannou's expected to turn up tonight, have a go and lose. If he could do anything tonight by way of an upset, it would be the biggest shock, in my opinion, in boxing history. And he's growing into the fight, Richie. The more it goes, the better he gets. He's starting to land shots. Big left hook from Ngannou.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. Again, bit of an injection of pace there with those feet. He gets into range and he lands a shot. And having said that, you just get the sense also that Tyson, he's just really warming up Tyson Fury and just assessing the situation and what's in front of him. But at the moment, he's got someone who's thinking about his work and who's boxing quite impressively at this stage, Ngannou.
I think a lot of people expected Fury to come in there and dominate behind the jab if that's what he chose to do, but that's not been the case to this point.
Well, that hasn't been the case because Ngannou, you know, he's not playing ball, he's sitting back a little bit. And so if he was coming forward, he'd be walking onto that shot, and Tyson would be having more success. But by hanging back, he's drawing Tyson's lead, and yeah, he's not really working very well with the lead hand at the moment, Tyson Fury. That's why he's doing those little twitches there. He wants Ngannou to come over the front foot, but it's not happening.
Fury just flicking out that southpaw right jab. He keeps switching from orthodox to southpaw inside the final minute of the third round.
Break when I say break.
Champion has to pick himself off the canvas.
Unbelievable left hook came from Ngannou. Fury's okay, he's been there many times before, but that is an incredible punch from Francis Ngannou.
Incredible. How much damage has it done? Are we on the verge of a sensation here in Riyadh? Ngannou's landed the big punch. There's only 10 seconds of the round to go, and Tyson Fury is going to try and keep out the way. Astonishing. I wonder what he's thinking.
Oh.
So the fourth round, Tyson Fury down in the third.
Tyson Fury adapts to, he's adapted to every situation in all of his contests. He's good at working his man out, but here he's got someone who is powerful. He's not coming forward. He's not doing the things that Tyson Fury wants him to do, rather.
I'm also not sure at this stage of the fight whether Fury's done anything to Ngannou to really make him think twice. Ngannou knows he can be patient now and wait for the shot because he knows he can put Fury down.
Yeah, he's working well behind his jab, but he's sending that right hand home as well.
Anybody who thought that the WBC world champion was going to turn up tonight and just roll over Francis Ngannou can have a rethink.
Yeah, it's an incredible situation now here for Fury. He's still not settled. Keeps going from orthodox to southpaw, so he's trying to find a way to catch Ngannou.
Just missed with the right there, Ngannou. That's a little bit better from Fury, but Ngannou looking to rough him up in there. Listen to the crowd. I think there's total disbelief and surprise around the arena at the way this is actually going.
The way it's unfolding, no one expected this at all. Ngannou again, very dangerous with that left hook and the right hand, and Fury trying to get to him, switching from southpaw. He's trying different things, but he's walking on to too many shots here.
That's a better work from Fury. Nice and accurate. Ngannou took it well. Fury landing again.
Good shots there from Tyson, because he actually, when he landed that shot there, he just stayed at range before he's been falling in, and then he's been getting caught with the hook. Got to try and box at long range and stay there and not fall in after he's landed that long shot.
Well, there's the bell. There's Larry Holmes alongside Manny Pacquiao. I wonder what they make of it.
Yeah, it's incredible to now. Evander Holyfield watching on. He probably can't believe what he's watching either.
Well, if Carl's right, and he's got Tyson Fury 5 rounds down after 4 with the 10-8 round, and we're into the 5th, he's got to get working, and he's got to get working quickly.
He's got to up the pace, as Carl said, but he's got to do it at range for me. He can't afford to keep falling in. That's when Ngannou is sort of waiting for him to come in and then catching him with the left hook or the right hand. And it's Tyson Fury then actually just falling in after his work, so I think he's got to raise his game here, but box at range and at distance as much as he can anyway.
Ngannou rushing in, Fury trying to counter. Hasn't lost for 16 years, Tyson Fury, since the European Junior Championships as an amateur. Ngannou's 2 MMA losses with distance defeats. The last one was back in the summer of 2018.
Tyson trying to sell Ngannou those feints as he's coming forward, but Ngannou again just waiting patiently. Yeah, he's boxing a clever contest indeed, Ngannou.
One man who's in the arena tonight is James Buster Douglas, 42-1 against Mike Tyson and all that. That's always been regarded as maybe the greatest sensation in the history of the heavyweight championship, and he's here tonight in the arena. Mike Tyson's here as well, and Francis Ngannou's had Fury down in the 3rd. He's looked nice and compact, his style's been good, but Tyson Fury, the man at this stage of the fight, with a lot of work to do.
He hasn't looked quite right at all, has he, Tyson Fury, all night. I think a bit of frustration is creeping into his work also. Again, he can't get Ngannou to come forward. That's what he really wants. And he's just not so accurate with his work, and there was an example there, just misses with that uppercut, so he's trying different things, but it's not quite going his way.
Yeah, there's not been a great deal of evidence to this point that Tyson Fury can actually get Ngannou to go backwards. He's not really hurt him with anything, so maybe changed his mind about how he's going about his business in there. For a man who's fighting at this level, oh, that's better. That's a lot better from Fury. That's so much better. Very, very quick with that combination. And it snapped the head of Ngannou back.
Great right hand, and again, thrown at distance, and he gets back to that safety distance also after he's thrown the shot, so it's all long-range work, which is better. That just may bring Ngannou over that front foot.
He's also the kind of fella you'd never bet against. I mean, he's been in some dark places, in and out of the ring in the past, and he always finds a way to... Sixth round, scheduled for 10. The Riyadh commemorative belt on the line, but reputations mean so much more than that. Tyson Fury down in the third round. Francis Ngannou giving an outstanding performance to this point. Just signs, though, at the end of the fifth round that he might just be finding his range and finding his rhythm, the champion.
Yes, definitely, he adapts and he changes and he finds a way, does Tyson Fury. Hasn't been his night up to yet, but that last round then, like you said, Fletch, and he was just finding his way, working better with long-range punches. But his accuracy just there was just a little bit off as well, so he's got to concentrate a bit more here, Tyson Fury.
We also know that 10 rounds won't be a problem at all for Tyson Fury. We don't know towards the back end of this fight how Francis Ngannou is going to be, but at the moment he's perfectly fine. He's got a clear head and plenty of gas in the tank. Fury back to orthodox. He's been switching between orthodox and southpaw all night, trying to confuse Ngannou, but hasn't really had that effect. He's so strong, is he? He's so physically strong, Ngannou.
Yeah, very strong man indeed. But he hasn't been in the ring since, or rather in the UFC since January 2022. So, you know, he's been out of the ring over 600 days. So I think for me, Tyson Fury's got to up the pace, put him under a little bit more pressure, box at range, yeah, definitely, but just raise the tempo a little bit and test his fitness.
644 days since Ngannou was last in the ring. He's 37, Tyson Fury 35. Minutes ago in the sixth. Right hand from Fury that just bounced off Ngannou.
See, that's what Tyson Fury will want. He'll want Francis Ngannou to actually come forward, so he closes the gap down, he can catch him with the jab. By sitting back, he's made it very awkward indeed.
Fury's looked better when he's been on the outside all night. When he gets too close to Ngannou, that's where the warning signs start to flash.
Yeah, that straight 1-2 is the combination for Fury. That's what he's got to keep doing. Maybe set it up with the odd jab here and there, but that's just straight 1-2. But just hold your feet a little bit more and just stay at range.
Cristiano Ronaldo biting his nails at ringside. So there's the bell. Let's bring in Dan Hardy.
Yeah, very strong words indeed. You have to remember that Tyson Fury, you know, he's been down 5 or 6 times in his career, well, 7 times now in his career, but he's got up every time, so he certainly knows how to get up after receiving a heavy shot.
I think the problem he's got here, though, he's only got 10 rounds to solve it, not the 12. Down in the third, that's a 10-8 round for Ngannou. Into the 7th here. Certainly get the impression that Tyson Fury's got to dominate the rest of the way.
Yes, he's got to start working a little bit harder, Tyson Fury. But Ngannou again, just waiting patiently.
How do you think he feels at the minute, Tyson Fury? Because he wouldn't have been expecting this himself. If we go by what he's been saying in the build-up, this is the last thing he expected.
Last thing he expected. He's probably a little bit too, he's a little bit frustrated also, I would say, Tyson Fury. He doesn't give off his emotions in the ring. Hard to actually suss him out what he's thinking. But occasionally, Francis Ngannou has come forward like he does now, and that's what Tyson Fury really wants. But this hanging back style is making Fury come over his front foot, and if he misses the target, then he's falling in and he's been caught. So it's frustrating at the moment for Fury.
That's the point that Dan made between rounds. He doesn't have to do a great deal now. He can box his fight based on the situation that he's put himself in.
For a man who's been out of the ring for so long, Francis Ngannou, at this stage he's handling it okay in terms of the fitness.
Fury coming in, just losing his balance on the way in as well. If there are any signs of distress in there at the moment, there's signs of distress being shown by Tyson Fury, not Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, frustration. Slipping over there. This is a real tough puzzle to sort out. This is for Fury, to work this opponent out. Who's equally, I mean, he's good as a southpaw as well as an orthodox boxer, Ngannou, so he's got a bit of talent also. But he's probably not tiring as Tyson Fury thought he would. And that's all credit to Francis Ngannou.
Ngannou coming forward right at the end of the round. There's the bell.
Most certainly, but Ngannou is still ahead.
Certainly starting to look at this stage like he needs something big to happen for him. Tyson Fury, 3 to go into the 8th.
He needs to raise the tempo, Flex. That's what he's got to do. Even against a man who's been out of the ring for so long, he's got to, and he's the fitter man normally, Tyson Fury. You know, he's been in the ring more often, so he's got to raise it, go through the gears and really put a bit of pressure under Ngannou in terms of the tempo.
It's this stage of the fight onwards that's really going to test the stamina of Francis Ngannou. Whether that time out is a left hand, good left hand by Ngannou. As Fury was backing into the corner, solid shot that Fury took well.
Yeah, good shot there. Fury actually tried to land his own uppercut on the inside there. It didn't really connect. Ngannou replies and pushes Fury into that corner. There's that right uppercut again.
Uppercut from Fury. There's excitement and bewilderment all around us in this arena, the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, which is absolutely packed to the rafters.
And what Carl is feeling in the studio, I think everyone around the ring here, it's a funny sort of atmosphere. They can't believe what they're witnessing also.
I think everybody spoke in the week about what if, and they made the what if very small, but that what if has got significantly bigger. The moment Tyson Fury touched the canvas in the 3rd round, this whole narrative changed. Ngannou still in there and firing. Good combination. Fury launching the uppercut but missing with it. The better punches again from Ngannou in the exchange.
Yeah, big shots from Ngannou. And Tyson Fury comes back, tries to come back with an uppercut. But Ngannou seems to be getting the better of it.
Ngannou starting to go to work again. Starting to let the punches go. Fury looks tired. Fury looks hurt. Uppercut goes in. Tyson Fury has to dig deep as he's ever had to dig with a minute to go in the 8th round. Ngannou marching forward. No answer at the moment from Tyson Fury.
There's no answer, but there's a look of belief in Ngannou. He thinks he can win this contest. He's on that front foot. He's pushing Tyson Fury back, and he's landing the better shots. I've never seen Tyson Fury look so ragged and so inaccurate with his work. It's incredible what's happening here. But that's giving Francis Ngannou the confidence. He's coming forward. He's putting Tyson Fury under more and more pressure that these punches are getting home.
20 seconds to go, and time's getting more and more desperate here for Tyson Fury. Nobody thought it was going to be like this. Everything Fury throws just bounces off Ngannou.
Bounces off or misses the target, Fletch. Inaccuracy there from Fury and better work from Ngannou.
So here we go then into the 9th. When he was in dire straits against Deontay Wilder, that was a fight that not many people thought he was going to win, and he overcame the odds that night, performed brilliantly. This is a fight that he was supposed to win with ease, and it's turning into one of the most difficult nights of Tyson Fury's career, amateur or professional.
And you might see Tyson Fury really go for it now, because he might think, well, I'll probably need a stoppage or a knockout here.
Would you go with that? Do you think he needs to stop it?
I think, you know what, it's got to be close, hasn't it? The way it's going here, he's got to be behind. And so, yes, he probably needs that stoppage or knockout.
Ngannou wanting to be the aggressor. Still boxing with his mouth wide open, but he's finding reserves from somewhere, Ngannou. Fury still with a spring in his step, but he's just not been able to have the kind of success that we thought he would tonight.
I think Ngannou is just pacing himself as well, though, Fletch. He's boxing at the right time, trying to catch Tyson Fury coming forward. It's not all-out front foot pressure. He's waiting again, so he's boxing a clever contest, waiting for the opponent to come forward over the front foot, catch him on the counter, go back at him occasionally. It's clever what he's doing.
Ngannou, we think, can be patient, and that's what he's doing in there at the moment. Tyson Fury bouncing around, but not scoring with a great deal. Already halfway through the 9th. He's never really found the answer to the problem in there. There's never really been a stage in the fight this year where Fury's been the dominant man.
No. And all these pauses in sort of the actions probably suiting Ngannou. It's giving him time just to regroup and just wait and be patient again for Tyson Fury to come forward. Totally the opposite to what everyone expected this is.
Of course, in heavyweight boxing, things can change in a second, so you can't rule anything out, but we're inside the final 45 seconds of the 9th round, and this has been a very quiet round.
Well, you can't rule anything out with Tyson Fury, can you? Because he's so unpredictable. But he knows probably deep down that he needs a big shot here. He needs to change things dramatically.
Ngannou's been happy to stand right in front of him all night. Has there been enough urgency from Tyson Fury this round, Richie?
Look, again, he's been a little bit hesitant, hasn't he? On that back foot, trying to nick the shot here and there at long range, but there's been not a lot from him at all. Yeah, this is absolutely huge, isn't it?
Has he got to go for broke, Richie?
I think so. I think he's got to go for a knockout himself.
Here we go, then. Nobody thought we'd get to this point. Nobody thought it would be like this. What can Tyson Fury do about it? Francis Ngannou's been brilliant.
The most unpredictable division in boxing, the heavyweight division. And yes, you're quite right. I don't think anybody in boxing expected this to go into the 10th round. Certainly not from the boxing side of it. The UFC maybe, but not the boxing side.
I don't think they thought it was going to last like this either, Richie, if they're honest. And I think we've taken unpredictability to new levels to this point here tonight.
Yes, I think most of your fans of UFC thought they probably had a good chance in those first 3 or 4 rounds, but not many of them would have expected him to go into the 10th round. Not with such the layoff that he's had, Francis Ngannou.
As Francis has been chanted around the arena, Tyson Fury still on the outside, still not committing himself in there. Ngannou controlling the centre of the ring.
And most of this contest, what's been interesting also, Fletch, he's boxed from the centre of the ring. He's kept Tyson Fury on the outside. He's made Tyson work on the outside, which has been really interesting and quite surprising there. But again, I think Tyson has played ball to a sense that he's expecting Francis Ngannou to come forward. But he hasn't been doing it, and again, sitting back, not coming forward much, is he, Ngannou, just being patient with his work.
Well, he's boxed a very clever fight all the way through, Francis Ngannou. He doesn't look like a novice, he looks like a seasoned boxing professional in there, against a man who's never been beaten as a professional in Tyson Fury. Widely regarded as the #1 heavyweight on the planet, and he's got a minute to do something about it. Carl Frampton had him a mile behind after 4 rounds. Dan Hardy the same. I think Richie's pretty much on the same page as those two. And inside the final minute, what does Tyson Fury do?
Does he go for it, Fletch? Does he think he's ahead? I mean, you never know what's going through Tyson's mind, but surely he knows he hasn't performed well here. He's got to do something in this last round.
He jumps at Tyson Fury.
That's a bit of the UFC. It's coming out of him there, literally taking off. Trying to launch a shot. We're going into the last 20 seconds now, Fletch.
Ngannou boxing as a southpaw. The big moment, the knockdown in the 3rd round. That would have been a 10-8 round to Ngannou. Ngannou lands right at the end of the 10th. Well, there's the final bell. We're going to go to the scorecards, and who knows? The Ngannou corner is celebrating. They think he's won it.
But the body language of Tyson Fury also there. Maybe he thinks he's won it. I mean, this is an incredible situation.
Look at the damage to Tyson Fury's face, Richie, as well. I mean, only talk about boxing on the 23rd of December. Look at the damage.
Yeah. Just an incredible contest, that. But, you know, what were they telling him in that corner there? But Francis Ngannou, you've got to give him an immense credit there for that 10-round display that he put on there. Look, they're lifting him up. They think he's won it.
Of course they are. Whether he's won it or not, it's a moral victory for him tonight, because nobody thought he was going to box like that. Nobody thought he could do that. I wonder deep down whether even he thought he could get to that level tonight against a boxer like Tyson Fury. The important men now are Ed Garner from Canada, Alan Krebs from the USA, and Juan Carlos Pelayo from Mexico, the 3 judges who have been scoring it.
But you know what, Fletch, he obviously had that game plan, Francis Ngannou, and, you know, he had the conditioning to carry it through. He boxed in a way that no one thought he probably would. He fooled everyone here. I think even Tyson Fury, and not many boxers can do that, because Tyson's a very clever, he's got a great ring IQ. But Francis Ngannou there has boxed out of his skin and boxed in a way that no one thought he would. So all credit to him. He thinks he's the winner.
Celebrations from Francis Ngannou. The Cameroon flags are waving all around the arena. Just look at the emotion. The ring absolutely full to bursting. And all the celebration coming from the Ngannou corner, the Ngannou supporters. And he was the man that was able to land that one really significant punch in the 3rd round. The punch that turned the fight and had Tyson Fury on the canvas, Richie.
Yes, an incredible shot indeed. There it is there. That's that left hook. So Tyson, we said he was a bit inaccurate with his work tonight. There was an example there, just coming forward, sort of missing with the right hand. Gets caught with that left hook as he's leaning forward. Let's have a look at it here. There it was there, leaning forward, falling into his opponent. Occasionally he boxed at range where he throw 1-2s and he stayed back. But early on there, he made too many mistakes and just get caught with that left hook. That's the shot there.
Look at the crowd. I've never felt an arena change like it changed at that moment.
Well, you could sense it in here. No one could believe what they were watching throughout this contest. Very strange atmosphere indeed at the end.
Tyson Fury's just been up on the top ropes. I mean, Michael Buffer's collecting the cards. He's the man who's going to tell us the decision. We're just waiting patiently here at ringside. to find out how the three judges have scored it. Ed Garner from Canada, Alan Krebs from the United States of America, and the Mexican Juan Carlos Talayo. It's a rather somber look on the face of Tyson Fury. Okay, let's get the result. Michael Buffer's ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. What a way to open Riyadh this season here in the city of Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Here are the judges' scorecards. Ed Garner scores it 95-94, Ngannou. Juan Talayo scores it 96-93 for Fury. Alan Krebs scores it 95-94, a one-point decision on the third card. Winner by split decision. Still undefeated from the United Kingdom, the WBC heavyweight
Has got the decision by a split decision.
the Gypsy King, Tyson.